Hey, it's Chris from Longship Gaming. Today, well, almost today, is our 1-year anniversary of this channel. I started on February 21st of 2022 as a new adventure for myself, and I didn't really imagine that I would carry forward with it for an entire year. I can't believe that time has completely evaporated. I don't know where it went. So in this video, I'd just like to go over some stats of where how far we've come, where we're going in the future, how we started, a whole bunch of different things. So I first of all, of course, like to have a huge thanks to everyone who has watched, subscribed, liked, commented on any of the videos I've done over the past year. It's been 52 straight weeks of at least one piece of Marvel Champions content every Monday. So that was a goal that I set for myself that I actually maintained all the way through. Where as of this recording, we are now over 350 subscribers and over 27,000 views. It's been mind-blowing to me that it's done as well as it has, because it really was done as an effort just for me to, one, get more games in and to have a lot of fun doing it, and to share my my love of, say, Marvel Champions and other solo board games with an appreciative audience, which is, of course, you. Just to give you some background how this all started, early in the pandemic, we had this, my wife and I had an idea of selling everything and moving to the east coast of Canada, somewhere on the South Shore area of Nova Scotia, and open up a game store. And I was kind of racking my brain as to the kind of the name or the branding, and I came up with Longship Gaming just to kind of, I had this vision of, and it turned out, of course, to be the logo for the channel, the little Viking meeple in a Viking longship going off to seek adventure. I had that image in my head as the branding. That, for various reasons, didn't work out, but I parlayed that into this channel. Marvel Champions being, of course, the primary focus so far of the channels, because I fell in love with it again early in the pandemic. I played it a couple of times with some friends looking for board games to play on a tabletop simulator. Came across the mod for Marvel Champions. I enjoy the tactile feel, and discovered, of course, that it could be played true solo, and I figured, why not? That'll really give me something interesting to do, use up some of my time when we're all sort of stuck at home. So that was through most of 2021, and I loved it enough that I wanted to parlay it into this channel by using the aforementioned logo and idea for the game store into a channel. I really want to thank, of course, my friends Rob and Mike. They helped me with the thumbnail art, coming up with a template for all the Marvel Champions content. So, I mean, they're graphic designers, so thank you for that. And the final version of the Viking meeple logo is thanks to my daughter Abigail. So she wants to have like a side hustle as she gets older into art and design. And yeah, so that was really the first commission. So might revise it in the future, but the core of that, of the meeple with the sword and the helmet and the ship, are still always going to be core to the branding that is Longship Gaming. So where are we going from here, or where do I want to go in the next over the next year? Well, I've invested in a new camera, much higher quality. I'm learning more every time I make a new video about editing. I want to make things a little slicker, maybe a little more engaging. We'll see as we go. It's just constant iteration and constant learning. And again, as I say about the gameplay, also about the filmmaking or the video making, I'd love to hear comments, even from other creators as well, to see how they tackle some of the challenges from creating this kind of content, just to make it better. I will continue, of course, to make more Marvel Champions gameplay videos once a week going forward. And time willing, I want to do more commentary and review videos, and of course play other games. I have some on the channel but they are sometimes difficult to get to the table. The difficulty, of course, is finding a time slot when I can film these, with a full-time job, full-time family, pets to look after, all the other things that come with that in life. And it's not exactly it's a small house and it's not a quiet house. So I got to take those moments when I can to actually film these videos. The big goal, I think, for the next year, which I think we should be able to achieve pretty quickly. And of course, I would need all of my subscribers and viewers' help. So, please, if you know anybody who's interested in this kind of content, please share it with them. I really want to push it to that 500 subs mark to unlock the community tab, so I can have a little more back and forth outside of just the comments with the community. Start up polls, see what people want to see in terms of gameplay or other games, for that matter. So that is my short-term goal, is to get that next 150 subs, to get to that 500 mark, and then just to grow it from there. I'm also, of course, looking for any solo game suggestions from any viewers. The criteria right now is be able to fit within the frame of, well, take for example the Marvel Champions games. They fit within generally a 2x3 area on the playmat that I have. I can play with that a little bit, but I'm looking for those sort of like low footprint solo games that can fit within that. I was hoping to do Anachrony, and Anachrony solo is it's a really tight fit, but other games like Final Girl and Imperium Classics really fit very well within that. Even Aeon's End fit within that pretty well. And again, it's just a matter of time of me getting to more of those, but I'm always open to suggestions for what other solo games people can play in that space that they find entertaining or engaging that I could play around with. So I have a whole bunch of different ideas in my head for that. I think I've just discovered, or finally got a copy of 5 Parsecs from Home, which is a miniatures agnostic solo miniature adventure game with a campaign. That actually fits in a very small space that would be easily filmable, and I've been wanting to do miniatures stuff for a while. This might be a good one to do. I have some design work ideas for games that currently don't have solo modes, like one of my favorite board games called Aristia, which is like set in the Infinity Universe, and there's it's like a sport with different objectives. Again, I won't get to go too much into that, but there really isn't a solo mode for that one, and there aren't too many people locally who play it. Maybe doing design on that, doing design for other games that don't currently have solo. And there's going to be the big elephant in the room, really, is Frosthaven. When that finally comes in, that's like a lifestyle game, so my wife and I are going to be playing that every week. But I was thinking about doing some videos on Frosthaven, especially focusing on the characters that we play, tips and tricks for those throughout that campaign, character guides, and so on. Not an unboxing, that's for sure, because it's too big. And everybody's done that to death by now anyway. Maybe a video on reboxing, about how to make it easier to get that one to the table. And hint, it's not all going back in the box. So that's some idea of where we might be headed in the future. Again, my big goals this coming year is to hit that 500 sub mark. Try out some different games, and of course keep going with Marvel Champions. Right now we're in a bit of a lull, and I can't wait to see what they decide to release as we go on further into the year. But as always, if there's anything you'd like to see on this channel, any comments you have, where things can be improved, what I'm doing right and I should do more of, please let me know. And as always, like and subscribe and hit the bell notification as to when more videos go live, because I think this is going to be a really good year for us. And again, from me, it's really me. I was going to say all of us, but this is what the channel is. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for having watched, and I look forward to playing more games for you, and maybe even with you in the future. So until the next video, thanks and Happy gaming.